Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. I'm Professor Minerva McGonagall, Deputy Headmistress and Professor of Transfiguration at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. You don't believe me, do you? Well, if I was Professor Minerva McGonagall, could I do this? Magic! Haha! As I'm a professor, giving lessons is of most importance to me. And today I'd like to tell you about a little problem that they're having over there in the States. You know, the United Ones. I was talking with my dear personal friend, the giant squid, and he was telling me some slightly disturbing things. Apparently, the people in America aren't quite giving enough respect to their national monuments and national historic buildings. For example, I'm sure you all know that when a Muggle sees Hogwarts, all they see are crumbling ruins and dirt and a lovely sign that says, "Keep out, dangerous." But try to imagine for a moment that they were just the ruins. They weren't the lovely castle that you see before you. Imagine that they're just those ruins, those pieces of stone and wood and block that were lovingly and carefully placed there hundreds of years before, just poof, being completely meaningless now, to the point where, oh, we really need an old navy right here, so poof, it's gone. The National Trust for Historic Preservation is trying to combat just these problems. Instead of telling these businesses that they can run amok and they can just create a new world, they're trying to show people that history is important, because it really is. I know a certain college-age, aspiring archaeologist who has some very strong words to say on the matter. She can't be here right now, but I'm sure if she was here, she would say something along the lines of, there's so much that we can learn from these buildings, and there's so much that we have yet to learn from them. And by just tearing them down or throwing away such a wealth of information that we can't even comprehend that. Yeah, it might be slightly inconvenient to build around a 19th century brownstone that has original flooring, and it certainly would bring in more money to have a townhouse built there, but you need to look at the real value of things. And this is an epidemic going on not just in America, this is going on around the world. Now, it's the National Trust for Historic Preservation. The website will be over in the sidebar. You can go visit them. It would be lovely if you could donate to help them out a little bit. But if you can, it's important that you're aware that this is going on. That there are these incredible historical treasures all around you, whether you're in America or not, because you never know what they're going to find. Well, if that American girl had been here, she would certainly have had some very important things to say. It is a shame, but at least you know now, and you know a little bit more than you did before. So the National Trust for Historic Preservation, please follow the link, learn a little bit more about the history that's surrounding you. It's not all in museums. Some of the best of it is yet to be discovered, and with a little bit of your assistance, we can all learn a little bit more. In the wizarding world, we tend to send our messages via owl, so I think Hedwig would be an especially appropriate way to end this video. Mischief managed nerd fighters. Or is it? Visit the National Trust for Historic Preservation, link in the sidebar, and please just learn a little bit more, because the more you know, the more you can help, and the more you can help, the better it will be for all of us. Thank you. Knox.
Thank you kindly for coming to my project for awesome. I'd like to know what you have to say. I like to save things, so do you, so let's work together for the 2009 YouTube project for awesome. Thank you, John, and thank you, Hank. Thank you, Nerdfighteria. Let's decrease the world suck one by one in the project for awesome. Please rate, favorite, comment, do what you gotta do, yeah.